Hey parasites! Welcome to the March devlog of Pathogenic. Ever since adding the new Intestine level, we're super happy to see everyone having so much fun exploring and invading this new available organ in the human host. And over the past month, Matt and Roberto have been spending more time on polishing and fleshing out this new available level, and alongside updates to the Intestine, the demo also received a batch of changes and new content including a new loot chest, lore video, and several improvements to your gameplay experience. Now let's have a look at what's new in Pathogenic's demo. The Intestine is gradually getting fleshed out over the last few weeks, starting with the Heavy Worm, a new enemy standing in your way of infection. It is a tough, bulky opponent, moving slowly but bursts out a large area of attack when under threat. Make sure to be patient, and wear down this new menace in the Intestine while keeping a safe distance away. The Intestines is an organ lined with the intestinal villi, which are tiny projections that help the human body capture and absorb nutrients. In the Pathogenic demo, they appear as a new environmental hazard. Their branches latch onto your pathogen if it strays too close, significantly slowing down your pathogen's movement. So be careful where you go, as you definitely do not want to stumble into the villi's embrace. The best way to escape the villi is to dash out of its grasp, but if your dodge is on cooldown, then, well, good luck. Other than the visible content, the Intestine now also has its own music that Matt is continuously working on, so keep an ear out for the soundtrack next time you venture into the winding maze that is the digestive system. You might encounter a new type of chest as you venture through the human body, and this one doesn't need your health as payment. Instead, you pay with cores like you do at shops or at locked doors. This core chest will drop you random loot as long as you can afford the price, so make sure to keep some spare change in your pockets. You might also notice the game now looks very different if you start up the game and hop into a run. This is the new lore video that gives everyone some insight on how a lethal, ever-evolving pathogen ends up in the host's body. You can also see the scientist doing his lab work on the new menu screen through the CCTV. For those of you who prefers the older menu, you can simply go to settings and revert the menu screen to the previous version. Bonus fun fact, the scientist is played by Matt, our programmer and composer. As always, alongside new content, more improvements have been implemented to the demo to make the gameplay experience a lot more user-friendly. First of all, the game now saves your infection progress upon exiting a run. If you need to leave during the middle of your game and come back the next day, don't worry, your pathogen will still be there waiting for your command. Your pathogen can now rush through the twists and turns of the human body by simply holding down the dodging button. This will let your parasite enter a sprinting mode after the dodge ends. Your parasite won't be able to attack, but in exchange, will gain increased movement speed. Map generation in Pathogenic has been updated to make each level feels more natural with its difficulty scaling. Harder rooms now spawn further away from your starting location, and the boss room is always at the edge of the map. Reward rooms are now more scattered, and your pathogens will always find rewards in dead ends, like a chest or bonus organelles. Hopefully this will encourage everyone to fully explore the maps with more predictable rewards waiting around the corner. Now before we end this devlog, just want to give everyone a heads up with future updates. With Pathogenic's demo approaching feature completion, the devs are now shifting production focus towards the full game. For example, here's a sneak peek at the lungs level that Roberto and Matt are working on right now. While this does mean that the demo updates will be slowing down a bit, there's still plenty of new content planned for the demo as development continues, including a series of new enemies joining the battle in April. So be sure to follow us on our socials to keep an eye out on the latest updates, and wishlist us on Steam if you haven't done so already. Remember, mitochondria is the powerhouse of the cell.